That won't work because I want you to hear this sound. I'm guessing that these are frogs. Can you hear this? I'm not seeing one close enough to me. I would love it for someone to identify what that is. This is a vernal pond. Oh wow, I see something moving. Oh, it must be frogs. Okay, this is a vernal pond. So there can be interesting species here because there's no tributary and there are no predators. No predators in here, apparently. So various species can actually live here without any fear, which I think is kind of interesting. And so I hear, gosh, one is close there. Oh gosh, I wish we could see it. Do you hear that? I was walking along and I heard this and I just thought, oh wow, what is this? Oh, they're little frogs. A variety I've never heard or seen before. So yeah, I am at a vernal pond. Hi John, nice to see you here with me. If you can identify these frogs, I would love it. And I can't get any closer than I am, but I can see them now in the water. They're really happy. So yeah, let me just show you where I am. I'm at Blandford Nature Center. Right now there aren't any groups of families. Families have been coming here every day since we can still hike in Michigan, which is nice. And this is right in my neighborhood, so I get to come here. But this is a vernal pool. I'm just gonna get close here so you can see it here. So a vernal pool is a depression without permanent inlets or outlets where water table rises during fall, winter, spring, but drops during the summer. The dramatic seasonal change in water and oxygen levels affects which species are capable of living in the pool, including notably the absence of fish. The lack of fish and other predator populations associated with permanent waters provides productive habitat for many species of specialized amphibians and invertebrate. So here are some of them. Maybe those are wood frogs that I am hearing. So it's kind of cool, huh? I just think, oh wait, let me see. I should have come over here first because apparently this is showing me all the different species that are found in this. I can't wait to see a spotted salamander, by the way. By the way, I learned that from my cousin who is a biologist that if you see a salamander, don't pick it up with your fingers because the oil from your fingers can seriously affect it. So don't pick it up with your fingers. Most of these things have very, very special skin and our oils can affect that. So these are the other things that are found in here. I'm gonna guess it's the wood frog that I just saw down in there. The wood frogs. I'm gonna go back over here, see if any are closer now to the bridge. Bridge here, coming over to the vernal pond. And oh, now they're getting quiet. Maybe they'll chirp for me. Maybe I can see some. Look at the reflection today. I mean, there's the trees. There are the trees. It's like a perfect reflection. And I'm welcoming Janice Sam is here, my cousin. Julie, John, so nice to have you all here. Oh, they're gonna be quiet. Oh, there's one. You can see the ripples. So there's these little ripples happening, but now they've gone quiet. So it's kind of interesting to think that these little frogs and all these other animals that I just showed you can survive here because there is a lack of predator. There's a lack of fear. They can survive. We need to work on that. That's what we do here at Pressure Free. We help you get out of the fear because the fear, oh, there they come. They're going to talk. Do you hear that? I love it. It's just so cool. All those little ripples out there are frogs that are swimming just a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. These very special frogs that can live here because there are no predators. So I hope that was entertaining for you. I know it just blew my mind when I came along here and started to hear all of that. So again, these are these wood frogs, I believe. Let's see, where are they? There they are. These wood frogs. And I can't wait to see some more of these things. To see this blue spotted salamander will be fun. And I want to see this guy here too. So these are the amazing, or it could be a spring pepper. Maybe that's what this is. Again, I couldn't really see them. They were too far away from the dock, but I sure can hear them. So if you can identify it, let me know. So we're gonna walk here for a moment, and I can't wait until I can bring people out on these trails, because actually I'm gonna bring you out to a really, really cool thing. I want to take people out here and do something I'm going to call the wealth walk. It's like wealth walking with Elle. Wealth in the way, in all the ways of wealth. So wealth walking just because it's good for you, but no, it's more like showing people how to walk where your body is in a really elevated and beautiful position for walking, and truly giving you the help that you need as you walk. A lot of people walk with their head down and forward, and they actually can't breathe very well. They're kind of stooped over when they walk. A lot of people walk with a really hard heel strike. And when you walk with a hard heel strike like that, you pound, and it affects your joints, your all your joints, your ankle, the bones in your feet, your hip, your knee, your spine, affects all those bones. So I'm going to show people how to do some really cool walking that no longer hurts all their joints when we come out on this wealth walk. The other thing we're going to do is team up in pairs so that people can have a conversation on a theme that I'll be giving them as we go out on this walk together. So coming up here to the most amazing tree. Stay with me, because we're going to see a really amazing tree. And there's a reason I want to bring people out to see this tree. The reason is a lot of us have trauma. A lot of us are experiencing some trauma right now. We're going through a time where maybe your income has dropped precipitously. Maybe you're afraid for yourself or your family members or the people that you love for their health and their wealth. And there's a tree out here that I find so incredibly amazing. I don't think I've found it yet. Where are you? Oh, I'm gonna have to navigate a big thing of mud. So it's definitely mud season. So these traumas that we have, it doesn't matter when they've occurred for us. They could have occurred decades ago. They could be something we're experiencing right now. And as one of my clients, who has probably gone through the most trauma of any client I've ever worked with, said to me once, said it doesn't matter what one person thinks is a traumatic, another person wouldn't. We've all experienced trauma. And so here is an amazing tree. Take a look at this tree. I mean, it's really incredible. And what I noticed when I came to this tree, of course, is really large bulbous thing here at the bottom. And so this tree, when it was young, had some damage to itself and a fungus got in it. And yet the tree found a way, look at that, it's so amazing to me, found a way to actually bring nutrients up through, despite this fungus, to be, this tree's got to be at least 100 years old. And here's its story. So I'll bring this in so you can read it with me. So sometime early in its life, this is a burl on an oak tree. This red oak sustained an injury where you see the swelling now. Fungus spores carried by the air dropped into the damaged area, and the tree tissues battled to overcome them. The result is the knobby burl. Although a large portion of the dead heartwood may be decayed and hollow, the surrounding living sapwood continues to conduct sap through the tree. So this guy here, for decades and decades, has been nourishing itself to stay this healthy and alive. And then I started to look around the forest, and I started to see all these trees who haven't made it. like that one there. There's no burl on that guy, but he didn't make it. And look at all the other ones down all across this forest. And I thought to myself, looking at this, the inspiration to me was that the trauma that this particular tree went through, look at all these downed ones. It's incredible how many are down. But this one here, that sustained such damage in its youth, such incredible damage, is huge and healthy. And there's a nest up in there, a squirrel's nest. It's providing a lot for so many years now. So that was just kind of cool. So I can't wait till I can take people on workshops with me for Pressure Free, but also just to take them out and see nature and get lessons like this one from nature. So the vernal pond and this idea of this incredible tree. We'll give you one more look at it here. Just is really, really inspiring to me because we all have trauma. We all have something that's happened to us, and some of our children are going to experience some trauma from what's going on right now. And we can teach them that the very things that we go through can be the very things that make us strong and empathetic and will provide us with, I think about my grandmother and my mother and father who lived through the Depression as children. My mother couldn't have dental care. She had no dental care and her teeth were very soft and weak. And it was just incredible, all the things that they went through during those times. And so that made them very strong. I felt like my parents were incredibly strong and mature. And so welcome to my world here. Just a little glimpse. I take walks on these trails every day. I am an outside girl. I love the forest. And boy, this is some serious mud we're going to be navigating here. So we're going to get down in the muck. Have a great pressure-free day. I'm here for you. I'm thinking of you and I care so much. If you're watching, you're a friend of mine. I see Sarah, Melissa, Heather, Julie. So nice to see you here with me. And I'm here for you. Reach out if you need some help. If you know of someone who has anxiety, is really going through it right now, please just have them come on a call with me. It'd be so cool. Speakwithelle.com is my calendar. Have a great one. Bye.